I really have to thank God for this face and my parents because girl is pretty. Can you see this face? Hi family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think it's so cool to say like that, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna show you, you're gonna hear sounds and I can do nothing about it and I'm really sorry for that, but I live in the real world, so I'm gonna show how I do my makeup routine, but in English. And you might be asking yourself, why is she doing that in English? Because I can do it, okay? I'm doing English classes, so this is my moment. This is kind of my opportunity. Thank you. I'm not gonna waste your time, but I have two things to say before we start. And the first one is that I'm not a professional. I learned how to do my makeup watching videos here on YouTube as well. So don't take these as a rule, but as a guide, as a possibility. And the second thing, I can look to the camera because I'm looking at her. You see? How could I look to this tiny, rounded little thing when I can look at her? I mean, she's so pretty. Thank you for understanding. First of all, I'm going to use this, what is this? Hydro Boost Water Gel by Neutrogena. I like to apply 2 lines on my fingers, just like this. And I'm going to tap all over my face. You don't have to be like, be gentle with your face, okay? Preparing your skin is really important to get a flawless look. You see the shine? Oh my god. I'm gonna let it dry for a second and I'm going to use this Magic Blur by L'Oreal. It helps to blur my pores. And I do the same thing. I like to put 2 lines on my fingers and then I put it everywhere. I'm looking so pretty today, I can't even believe it. Now, back to this. They had a lot to say about. I'm just kidding. This is just an iconic quote by Nicki Minaj. By the way, get vaccinated, please. We're living in a pandemic. This is not a joke. Thank you. Yeah, this is for you, Nicki. Get vaccinated. Now I'm going to use this Real Matte foundation by Avon. I use this as a concealer. I don't put foundation all over my face. I just don't think it's necessary. I have really great skin. I used to do that a few years ago, but I mean, no need to. I'm going to put a little bit of foundation on my hand, just a little bit. This is not a kabuki brush. I don't know what kind of brush this is, but something like a kabuki brush. I'm going to pick a little bit of the foundation and I'm going to start like putting on my chin. And I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Don't rub the product into your skin. I used to say that a few years ago on YouTube and I'm gonna say it again. You're not washing dishes, okay? This is your makeup, you're doing your foundation, so be gentle and just tap gently on your skin. I don't like to use the beauty blender anymore. I think it just absorbs a lot of product. I really like this full coverage effect. I'm not trying to look natural. I'm not gonna pass like 40 minutes doing my makeup to look natural. If I wanted to look natural, I would just wash my face and go. So I want you to see that there's makeup on my face. As you can see, I'm just gently tapping the foundation into my skin. Take your time to do it, okay? If you're in a rush, you're gonna look ugly. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Be careful with the amount of product you're putting on the sides of your nose because for me, it gets really cakey, especially if you're wearing a mask because of the warm breath. Work the foundation as much as you can because it's going to look flawless. Take your time to do it, girl. Take your time. You want to look pretty, so it demands a little bit of work. And for the eyes, I like to start on my inner corners because I have this really dark area on my eyes. So I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna start like buffing on the inner corners to like start painting this masterpiece. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna start buffing. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing because my eyes are closed. Just tap, tap, tap. Oh my God, I'm so pretty. I can't believe it. Thank you, God, so much for that. Thank you so much for this face. I love you. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have this like mark line under my eye. My makeup is always trying to cover this because it shows through the foundation. Even though I'm putting the product here, you still can see this terrible line, but okay. I'm not gonna make it a big deal because I know that's what the devil wants, and I'm a girl of God. I don't use concealer. I prefer to use this foundation as a concealer, and I love this foundation. I'm not saying this is the best foundation of the world, but for me, it works really well. Now I'm gonna set everything in place, and I'm using this translucent powder by Payot. Shout out to my girl, Gabriella Hadid. I saw this product on her Instagram and it's amazing. It's the best product for me ever, and it's in the shade Twilight, and I'm gonna say why. It has some sparkle particles. Particles of sparkle. It has some glitter in it, that's what I'm trying to say. So when the sun hits your skin, yeah, that's it, girl. You look like just Edward Cullen. It's amazing. It's the best translucent powder for me. So Payot, if you're watching this video, that's it. Here's a Twilight girl. It smells a little bit like a perfume or something. To apply this powder, I'm going to use a powder puff, and I'm going to pick a little bit and I'm start like tapping. I'm not gonna rub, I'm gonna say it again. Just tapping where I put my concealer or foundation. To set my eyelids, I'm gonna use the same brush I used for the foundation, and I'm gonna pick a little bit of the powder. I'm gonna take off the excess, and I'm just tap, tap, tap. I don't bake, okay? I just think it doesn't work for me. You see, her skin is looking amazing. Take all the excess powder, and I'm not like rubbing, I'm just... Now, to get rid of this powdery look, I'm going to spray some water on my face. This is not a setting spray, okay? This is literally just water, and it will make my skin look like skin again. It will bring back like the skin texture. I don't know if it makes any sense for you, but that's what happens. Don't be afraid. Everything is going to be okay. You have to let it dry, because if you touch your skin right now, the foundation is going to move, and this is not what we want. We want everything to be in place. Whew. It's really refreshing, to be honest. This is my secret to lock the foundation in your skin. You put the translucent powder, you take off the excess, and then you spray some water in your face to lock it in place. When it's almost dry, I like to pick the dual fiber brush again, and I like to tap like really gently just to distribute more evenly the product, but I'm not rubbing. I'm gonna say it this whole video. Just tap, tap, tap really gently so the product... Stop it. Please. I'm doing a video. Now that I'm looking like a raw chicken... Stop it. Can I be famous for a second? I'm gonna give you a better life. Please. Now that I'm looking like a raw chicken with no shadows in my face, I'm gonna do my contour, and I'm using this Belly something palette. It's really pretty. I love this rainbow stuff. And I'm using these two shades in the middle. I'm gonna mix them together. I'm not doing it perfectly, as you guys can see. I'm gonna do the face. Like, you see that when I make the face, there's lines on my cheekbones, and this is exactly where my contour is going to be. So putting the product on my cheekbones just to bring back the shadows of my face. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. For my nose contour, I'm going to use the same palette that I used before and blending brush, and I like to put a little bit of the darker shade in the point of my nose. I don't know how to call this, but this is what I do. I'm gonna make a line coming from my brows to the tip of my nose. Don't be afraid, we're gonna blend it after. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna use the same brush that I use for the cheekbones, and I'm gonna blend those harsh lines. Now I'm gonna do my highlight, and I'm using this Magic Happen Ruby Rose palette. And for that, I'm gonna spray a little bit of water in my face again. And I'm picking just a little bit. Of the highlight. Just a little bit. The only shade that I don't use in this palette is the first one, the white one, because I think it's like really light for me, so I like to use the other ones. And I like to put a little bit under my brows as well. Just to give this like, look at me, look. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose as well. And I'm just doing like, you see, I did all this job and you still can see this line under my eyes. It sucks, but okay. Now I'm going to do my brows, and I don't use shadow or pencil. I just like hair gel, like for the hair. I pick a little bit of the gel on the brush, and I start like, this is a little bit dirty, I'm sorry. Combing, I don't know if it's right to say comb eyebrow hair, but you see what I'm doing. Since my eyebrows are so full of hair, I just don't think it's necessary to use eyeshadow or something. I just use the hair gel just to make sure all the hairs are going to stay in place all day, and it works really well for me. Now I'm gonna do my lashes, and I really like to use this Curvex, makes all the difference for me. And I'm going to pick the lashes, and I'm going to press. You see the difference? I can't live without this thing. I start with the outer corner of the eyes. It's where I put more product, so I'm gonna take my time doing this. Just when I finish to do like the outer corner of the eyes, I start to apply in the inner corner, so it doesn't get that much product on the inner corner. She is ready for everything, and she's preparing herself. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, of course. Starting with the outer corner. I like to put the brush in the hair and just blink a few times. Only 2 more steps before we finish, and first one is the gloss. I'm using this one by Essence. It has some glitters on it, as you guys can see. I love this product so much. And to finish the face, I'm going to pick this eyeliner by Tango, I guess. Who could have thought that would be so hard to do my makeup without a mirror? So that's it, guys. This is the completed look. We're looking flawless, amazing. As you guys can see, the skin is just unlockable. I don't even know what that means in Portuguese, but you can see the skin is looking really flawless. We're shiny, but at the same time, we're really matte on those areas that we don't need the shine. Don't be sad if you don't look the same without makeup. I mean, makeup has to be fun. This is the point of the thing. This is your blank canvas. This is your masterpiece, and you're painting yourself. There's nothing for me like starting my day in the front of the mirror, doing my painting on my face, because I can do it today. I mean, it's a choice. If you look good wearing makeup, it's because you have a pretty face in the first place. Oh my god, I just did a rhyme. I'm gonna start rapping. Megan Thee Stallion, I'm coming for you. Watch out, you better watch out. So that's it. Have fun. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not pretty, because you are. You're doing your painting, but in the first place, it's still your face. Your own face is your piece of art. So have fun. Don't be scared to try new things. It's just amazing to be with you. I really missed you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and kindness. I really appreciate what you share with me, and thank you so much for that. It's really important for me to be here. Each video that I make is important for me. I mean, I'm in a battle with myself too, to be more secure about who I am, and I hope we can recognize that we are just goddess. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.